You have the Chronic's Rabbit Hole and Epicans. Thank you so much for being here today. We are super excited because Epica has released a new track, and this is Time, the official music video from the new album Arcana that is coming out on April 11th. I am so excited.
We are so excited because, as y'all can see on the channel, we just interviewed Simone, and she was just coming off the plane from this music video as well. So it's crazy to think it's already out. That's how quick Epica worked for the Epicans. Chronicans, let's go check it out together.
Oh my god.
Hey, honey.
Yes.
You wanted to let the Chronicans and Epicans know something before we start this.
Yes. So we, like Kyle just said, we interviewed Simona right before, right after she finished filming this exact music video. And I was so nervous going into that interview. I've never been that nervous. I'm not someone who has ever typically fangirled or gotten or idolized stars or actors or musicians or anything like that. That just wasn't something in my repertoire. And but since listening to Epica and seeing them live, apparently I have gotten fangirly with Simona, and in my attempt to hide that and keep on my mask and be professional, I just look like an absolute wreck at the beginning of the interview. And
No, we were fine.
but man, I was so nervous, and I was like, oh my god, Simone's here. Oh my god, what do I do? Where do I look? What am I doing? And that's the first time I've ever experienced that. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. And yeah, she's amazing. She is so cool, and I can't wait to now get into Time from Epica from their new album, a Spiral. I think I called it a Arcana the first time.
No, I mean, if you did, we understand because we're just as hype as y'all. And Mark Jansen comments here: Time stands for transformation, integration, metamorphosis, and evolution. And it deals with the art of dying, and more specifically, the death of the ego. Big into that. It gives us the opportunity for growth and spiritual transformation. The song has a Tim Burton-like dark fantasy vibe as well,
Oh, I
and that
love that.
everything about that already sounds epican.
It
Epica.
sure does.
So let's do this.
Let's get into it.
Already the children choir again. Let's go. Oh, nice. Guitar.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yes. This is giving me even a little bit of Vermilion album type of vibes with R.E.D.
Yeah.
And this is like T.I.M.E. and they're both coming back and forth like this, having Mark come in there, getting to see him. That's really impactful when you get to see him performing his growls too and all that. And then you have the Kevin there. So which band member is acting as Kevin this time? in the music video as well. Obviously, it's not this one, but
Oh my god, that thing's creepy though. The embodiment of time, but the
yes,
enigma of time. I
right,
wonder what is said on that plaque that is that board that he's holding up. It
fair
looks
enough.
like an ancient language, but oh my god, that thing's creepy.
Yep, guitar riff though.
Guitar riff though.
I want to learn this one. Oh, come on. Oh, the owl. Oh yeah, it's about to get real. Yeah. Oh. This is beautiful. Wow. Sorry, I have to just bring up that the contrast when they were going back and forth there was one of the best I've ever seen. Simone and Mark kind of complimenting each other there.
Absolutely.
Like,
I have to agree with that.
we're not even done. It's close to being done, but this is already reaching one of my favorite songs from this album.
Absolutely. I love seeing Mark in the music video.
Exactly, this prominent.
This prominently, I'm loving it.
Me too. Interesting.
Very interesting.
What's in that's like a under a 4 minute song. I wouldn't expected that to be under a 4 minute song for Epica. What's also
Yeah.
interesting about what Simone was letting us know is how music has just changed in general, how you
Mm-hmm.
release music. What are you gonna put out another Kingdom of Heaven and they have another 15-minute banger? I've heard a lot of comments saying there's not long songs on this album, but
Yeah.
so this album really feels new.
It does.
It,
It feels
it
new.
really feels like this next wave of Epica that we can expect. It's honestly a lot more commercially sounding good, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
I agree.
Bringing in the children choir always for me is like a staple
It,
that they've done extremely well.
yeah, and I feel like it even raises up that unique aspect of
It's another
Epica.
trademark.
It's another trademark because not many, if any, band have I really heard that's
Other
brought
than
in,
Nightwish.
other than Nightwish, that's brought in a children's
And I'm
choir.
sure there's more, but that's what we know.
That's what we know. And
Yeah,
like coming into this, like I love that Mark said it was Tim Burton because it really was Tim Burton. You can really
absolutely.
see that even on the visual aspect of the music video as well as in the way that it sounds. It really has that almost like
Carnival ride again.
carnival ride. I was thinking like the Corpse Bride, you know, like
Yeah, of course.
um I love Tim Burton movies myself, so I really resonate with that, and how this music really does emulate that kind of gothic fantasy fairy tale style.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
even with the child who saw time, saw the existence of time, and was terrified. We've actually, you and I have been having a lot of conversations about looking into the void for too long and what that can do.
Yes.
And that's what I really imagined in this moment when the girl turned around. She met time, saw through the void and what it was, and then had to that screamed, right, as anyone would.
Yep.
And then when you're going into this even deeper with it, it made me think of, like, because Mark says this is really about transformation, integration, metamorphosis, evolution, and the art of dying, or more specifically, the art of the death of the ego. So if you look into the abyss, you look into the void, you're going to gain an ego because you now have that extended knowledge. So then this really does, for me, at least on a music video standpoint, that's what I was seeing is, this little girl looked into the void, saw time, and then as she grew, gained this ego, and then has to, by the end of it, is screaming again because that death of that ego has to happen. Or even if the death of the ego happened at a very young age, to be able to overcome that void or that abyss. So,
What I'm taking from this too is that time gave us the ego,
yeah,
because that is what kind of makes people egotistical, is thinking about their time and how they spend it instead of
absolutely.
just the infinite
Enjoying life.
enjoyment of just life itself outside of
Mm-hmm.
time and just being there for whenever that moment is needed, right? And
Absolutely.
Epica is always there for us. I know this song is probably revolutionary for you guys as well, because this really is the perfect new way that they're moving forward to
Yes.
push symphonic metal to another
Generation.
generation, and honestly global. Like, this is the type of music that I think will bring symphonic metal to the global stage at the
Yeah,
height that, like, even Nightwish was doing in the 2000s and all that too.
absolutely.
And I'm just very excited to be a part of it. Can't wait to see the rest from A Spiral. I know y'all have probably been getting your merch ready for that as well. There's a bunch of merch still available, so go support them that way too. And I think this is the last single coming out before the final show on the 11th of April. So
Oh,
thank you all so much for being here. If you had a good time, hit the like button. Comment down below if you're excited for more Epica content when there is. And we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
thank you so much, everyone, for being here again today. Epicans and Chronicans, we love all of you guys, and thank you so much for your support. I can't wait for the a spiral to be released on April 11th, because this has been an absolute dream. Going through this new music live as it's coming to
Yeah.
us has been absolutely amazing. So thank you all for being here. Peace and love, Chronicans and Epicans.
God bless y'all.
Take care and bye for now.